Good morning, guys. It is Randy here, and we are back for ABL Week 11. And we are in the second to last game of the season. And this week we're going up against the honest Pokemon trainer, coach of the St. Huberts Castaways. And the reason why I say good morning is because it is 6 a.m. local time. My boy HBT is from Australia. I haven't had to get up for a match this early in a long time. But I try to accommodate for my opponent as much as I can. I know he's not, ecstatic to be up late himself, but this is the best schedule that we could have possibly had. And of course, he offered for me to stay up late and he get up early. So, but I don't know which one would have been better for him. But nonetheless, that's the way we actually ended up doing it. But anyways, here's the matchup real quick just before we get into it. HBT is currently tied for #1 seed in the entire league. We actually have 3 teams that are actually tied. But he actually hasn't played his match from last week, so he actually doesn't have the complete accurate result yet. But nonetheless, the Rockets here. A win today would pretty much shield playoffs, essentially. But, a loss wouldn't necessarily knock us out either. So we're kind of in a weird spot. Team matchups actually definitely favors me, I would say. But thing is, if he gets up Trick Room, it's very, very difficult to come back from that. But stuff like if you look at his mons that don't get used all that often, like Greedent, Shedinja, Vileplume, Lipard, they're really, really bad in this matchup. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. My team I'm bringing, though, is pretty much hard rain. And it's really, really, risky considering that he has an Araquanid. And it's Dynamax Araquanid. So I might be playing with fire here, but I really don't think it's going to be a big deal because if I keep Trick Room off, then I should be able to check it pretty easily. I say easily now, but we'll see what happens. But let me go ahead and get this off the screen real quick and get into the game. This is the team I will be bringing here. Again, it's almost like a hard rain sort of mode. Bringing pretty much double Life Orb Mons. Of course, Dynamax Exegil. As always, running Mold Breaker for that Shedinja, but we do have other ways to hit it anyways. So good luck to HBT, and let's go ahead and jump into this game. So this is his team. Okay, some stuff I did not expect for sure, including that Sylveon. That's interesting. Mamoswine I knew would be a threat. I actually made a last minute decision to bring Swipswim Barraskewda in case he actually ends up being the Choice Scarf variant, because I don't know if you saw my match versus Nick, but Scarf Digger's Beat destroyed me. So I was pretty much always gonna lead with Gothitelle because of the fact that it can stop Trick Room. So I think the best lead for me is to lead probably Vikavolt and Gothitelle, but I don't know. Actually, Heliolisk isn't awful. I think Heliolisk probably is fine. Or maybe Excadrill is better, but nah. Yeah, let's go Heliolisk. Yeah, as long as we have Goth as the lead, you can always get up. We can stop Trick Room. He has 2 setters. We have to keep it off as much as we can. And that's essentially the plan. So good luck to you, HBT. 6 a.m. Hopefully I don't wake anybody up. But, that's the pain of living at home. But that'll change in a few months. But anyways, Last Stand and Pseudo Legend. Okay, this is not what I expected. But the good news is I have to save Goth, right? I cannot risk anything. I can't risk a double up. So what I will do is just go hard into my Pelipper here to get up the rain. And I can Weather Ball probably the Mamoswine, because that thing is the bigger threat here. But if he does have Scarf Mamoswine, he could double into Heliolisk, which I don't see why he really would. But nonetheless, this is going to be the play that we make. Hopefully just he Scarf Mamoswine and don't Extreme Speed. Plus, you gotta respect God, huh? Yeah, he is Scarf. Okay. That's great. We catch that. Problem is, he could bring in Dusclops to get up Trick Room. That's the only issue we have here. So Snarl comes out. And this is Trick Room. This is him right here. He wants to get it up. However, if it's Jellicent, he's playing with fire. Dusclops is pretty good though. But God can trap in the partner, but not Dusclops. So it can partner in. He can avoid being trapped with either Trick Room setter, essentially. Brexit deal. This is his Trick Room setter, huh? Yeah, he's got it in. Okay. I think this is okay. We just can't attack Arcanine. Or we can go for the KO. I don't think that's really a huge deal. I'm gonna knock off the thingy and then I'll I mean, getting early game knockouts isn't really all that awful. Okay, what's he gonna do? This is the Sylveon. Alright, that's fair. Not too afraid of this, considering I have an Excadrill. Let's go and knock out this Violite. Make things pretty easy. Well, somewhat easy, I should say. But we definitely need Heliolisk for the Araquanid. We do have Focus Sash intact, so what we could do here is just double protect. Doesn't seem like a bad play. You just scout out what he's gonna do here. Okay, saves him with both. That's perfect. So we'll leave him with 3 runs of Trick Room. 3 turns of Trick Room. Excuse me. Ally switches his play. See, this is why I kind of wanted to bring Propeller Tail Barraskewda, but I don't think it's gonna be a big deal here because we needed. I don't know. I wish I had brought Propeller Tail now, obviously, but you know, 3-turn Trick Room. We could save Pelipper, but I don't really have a switch in myself. We need Goth. I guess I could reset it with Goth if needed, but Hyper Voice is gonna hurt. I could knock off Sylveon but it's probably got Throat Spray. Pelipper needs to be saved, I think. Yeah, it has to be saved, so you can swap into maybe you can drop Heliolisk potentially. Swap into Vikavolt and I guess just go for the Thunderbolt into this slot here. Not what I want to do, but Heliolisk, I mean, Vikavolt could take a hit and then we can pivot with Heliolisk later. This should be okay. Can go for the burn. Okay, that's fine. Dry Skin will kind of neutralize that a little bit. I'm guessing he's Throat Spray or Specs. Yeah, he's Specs. Unless he's Crit, but I think it's probably Specs. Probably should knock it off. But I think Pelipper would have died anyways. Okay. This isn't going as well as I would have hoped, but this is okay, I guess. I'm at -1, so we knocked off Violite, so it does some good damage nonetheless. Alright, I didn't want to get both my electric types weakened, but I kind of needed to pivot at some point. So we could double protect again, but I need to get in. We gotta let Heliolisk get dropped. Wait. We gotta plan this. We gotta time this smartly. I think I know just what to do. Yeah, he's not gonna risk. This is Pringle. Okay. Ooh, he might do some cool pivoting of his own. He just might. This thing's a beast. But if I just play it right. Now, I see I'm wondering if I even need to keep my electrics around. I probably do, so I shouldn't throw anything away. I think I should probably throw away Barraskewda now that I really look at it. Because I just don't need it, considering what he has. I mean, it's really good, but against Spider, I don't know. He has to play. We'll swap out Barraskewda. And then we'll just go for the T-Bolt. Because we need Vikavolt. It does damage, so we don't want to lose that thing. We just need Goth in here. He's going to switch out. That's perfect. Not that it really makes a difference, but yeah. Okay. So, ideally, we're just going to bring in Excadrill and Goth, and then we're just going to go to town. We're just going to imprison and then just go for the... I guess you could Will-O-Wisp too, but then we don't care about Sylveon because we're in rain and we'll Dynamax. So we don't care about Sylveon. Plus we know he's probably specs anyways. That's what we know. Could ally switch, which wouldn't really care, wouldn't really make a difference to me. So we gotta get rid of Dusclops so we don't get burned. I wonder if it's even worth going for Max. We kind of need to though. Can't switch out Sylveon, so we were pretty free to go for Steel Spike and stuff, but we don't want to get burned though. That's the thing. That's okay. Plus, he could try to pivot. Okay. This is okay. Because this means he's willing to throw out Dusclops. I guess he really didn't need to imprison. I could have probably went for like a Psychic just to make sure it dies. That actually was a bad play on my end, I think. But if he goes for Trick Room, then it's okay. This is kind of tricky. Okay, good. So we get a Spadef boost on both sides, which is really important. Problem is, Arcanine can come in, and that could be an issue. For sure. We're actually faster. Okay. Which is, I mean, to be expected. He's definitely the Trick Room setter or user. So Arcanine can come in to drop my attack. We could still kill it in one hit. That's the thing. But he can burn me, and we don't want that. Which is really annoying. You know, I don't like that too much. Unless we're just faster, which could be the case, but we're not really in any position to mess around with that. So we need Goth to be in here 100%. That way we can actually prevent Trick Room. It's not looking too good though. I'm gonna try to Psyshock the... I mean, we just had to double Arcanine. That's really all we can do. And hope to God he's not Will-O-Wisp and faster. We do take that really, really well though. Okay. That attack drop's gonna suck, but I think I have a way around this. We might have to switch out Excadrill. No, we're just gonna stay in here and get damage off and everything. He's gonna have to try to get Jellicent in here the last few turns. I wish I had brought Barry on Got to Tell right now, but Psyshock will do a respectable amount considering Sylveon's defense sucks. That's not the worst, not the best. He definitely is looking good for a late game. He crit Excadrill? Yeah, he did. That's unfortunate. Okay, so what? I would prefer Jellicent can... I don't know. How does Imprison work? I wonder if it... I think it still traps the Trick Room. I think it still does. I don't think we're going to have enough firepower to kill the spider. That's the problem. Let's see, what does he do here? Spider or Jellicent? I think he has to do Spider, right? But if he does Spider, your funeral is Spider. I'm going to charm this dude right here. We're going to charm you. And then we will We have to rockfall it, huh? Don't we have to? Not necessarily. We have to... This is tough, because I feel like we need to rockfall it. But... Steel spiking Sylveon's probably the better play. And that's what I will do. Because, you know, with Charm and a +1 defense boost, I think Gothitelle can probably live a hit. If he goes after Gothitelle. Because we're essentially trying to make this thing extremely, like, weakened. And I think that would set us up for a late game win. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, Steel Spike knocks out Sylveon. It's down to Jellicent and Spider versus... I have 4 Pokemon, but Vikavolt's really low right now. So we'll see what happens here. I wonder if he chooses to go after Goth. Has to be interested for sure. But this is big because now he can't switch out. He's stuck with these attack drops. Geyser, to be expected. And it isn't a drill. A good play on his end there. However, this does set me up potentially for a late game just neutralizing the Spider. So it's probably best for me to go into... Oh, this is tough. I think I have to go into Vikavolt because we got to put pressure onto the Jellicent. Well, actually, no. As long as Gothitell's here, we're okay. But... we fire off the big thunder. Yeah, because we're just going to keep charming the Spider. That's not going to change. That's all we're really going to do here. Actually, no, I should have went for Pelipper. That was a bad play on my end. So, we're still imprisoning. We can charm the Spider again and just thunder the Pringle. It should be okay. That's fine. We'll probably go for Shadow Ball potentially. But this is going to do some good damage. It won't kill, but it'll do some good damage. Paralyze maybe? Oh, that's nice. Can I get that para real quick? Oh, that's game. That should be game right there. Nice. That is huge. That's very huge. Because he probably went for the kill and got the tail. However, I think we would have won anyways. It depends on how he's trained, though. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I... Let's charm the Spider. That's big, though. That's huge. Might have been better, actually, to thunder the Vikavolt. I mean, the Spider. And then just get the kill on the Jellicent. But I think Vikavolt can live a hit now. He's at -4 attack. Barain's up, but he's at -4 attack, so it should be good. That para sucks though. That's still knocked out. That's crazy. I mean, I guess we're in rain, and water bubble's like busted. But that we're never gonna know what happened with that para. We're never gonna know. He could have knocked out Vikavolt, actually, and that would have been even worse. That would have been really bad for us. But nonetheless, that is GG's. We can just double up here, and there's nothing he can do about it. We know he has max guard, so he's not AV. And that just almost knocked out outright. But GG's to my boy HBT. And your Rockets have, after falling 3 straight, have come back and won 2 straight. And we are in the last week of the ABL now. We'll finish up the season against my boy Soy Salamonster and his Square Vernaka Cyndaquils. So thank you guys for watching. The Rockets are in good shape now. Take his lead card. Definitely was a good game until that unfortunate paralyze. Again, it would have... I'm guessing it would have lost because he probably went after Vikavolt. And... you know, that knocking it out would essentially just leave it to Pelipper and Got the Tail. Got the Tail would have to Side Shock the, you know, knock out the Jealousy with Side Shock, and then Pelipper would probably have to, you know, knock off or go for Protect on the last turn of Dynamax. It would have been tough. Who knows what would have happened. But anyways, good game, guys. And I will see you guys next week for the final regular season week of ABL. Till then, I'll see you then. Go Rockets.